Ginny is the CEO of Ginny's Custom Embroidery Incorporated for the past 16 years. Her mission is to provide superior service, build lasting relationships, and make an impact. Most importantly, her mission is to glorify God in all things. In Proverbs 3:6, it states, "In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight." She's a fan of Dave Ramsey's business podcast, Real Life Business Owners Navigating Real Life. Today, Ginny will be discussing creative branding for your business and is excited to help others on their journey. Let's welcome Ginny.
This is incredible. I'm so excited. I didn't pop up at 5:20 in the morning like Amy and all the crazies, but I was up an hour later, which I designated as Ginny's standard time. So I am thrilled to talk to you about one of my most favorite things, and that is branding. So I'm going to jump in because I'm timed, and every time I time this, it's over. So I'm going to go straight to it. And the first section in your notebook I want to talk about is just some basic logo information for you, especially if you are a startup or if you are creating logos for certain events. I want to give you some pointers to keep in mind so when you transition into promo land, you don't hit lots of roadblocks. So first thing is choose your colors wisely. A lot of times you get on Canva, you create this amazing thing, this beautiful shade of green, and then you go into promo land and they say, I can't seem to find a thread that matches that color, or this doesn't have a direct PMS color to match to, and you end up with lots of products that are a different shade of green. So choose your color wisely. Reach out to someone that's in the industry, say, hey, this is the color I'm thinking of. Is there a thread that matches it? Is there, when we print this, is it going to look the same as how it looks on digital? There's lots of things involved in that. So save yourself some headaches and a lot of time and roadblocks by just being wise in the color selection. Also, think about how your brand is going to translate. So if you have a logo that has lots of shading, that has 15 colors, I see Jordan over here, she's speaking, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. And when you're about to go to print on that kind of stuff, you're going to be limited. Most promo products, so your cups, your pens, all of this stuff, it includes a one color logo in the price. When you have a layered multicolor logo and you're going to reproduce that, you're going to get hit with lots of setup fees, or you're going to have limited products. Some of our pens, especially when you're printing this small, they have one or two colors max. So if your logo is crazy and fun and lots of colors, which mine is, have a one color version too. It's going to help you out. A quick example of that, this is my little bag that we're raffling, but it's filled with all my examples. This is one we did. This is actually our cancer version of our logo, and it has a cancer ribbon in the center, if you can see it. And we use that, and we'll put it on different color products depending on what we're bringing awareness to. So one color version of your logo, even if it's different than your main brand, something that you can use in promo land. Last thing, and I'm rushing through this, but on your, you have two links here. There's an article I wrote recently for the Chamber that goes into this a little more in depth that you can look. And then I also put a link to my brand guide so you guys can see what I'm about to talk to you about next. And that is having a brand guideline. So anytime you are ordering a product, if you can send along with that the brand guideline, it's going to have all of your color codes, all of the information that tells the supplier how you need to produce your logo. What's good about that is it's going to give you a little protection of your brand. So if something comes in and it's not the right color, you can say, hey, that brand guide I gave you, it had PMS 267, and that's not what we've received. So it gives you a little bit of protection when you're ordering product, but then it makes life so easy for your supplier. I want to brag. Is there anyone here from Piedmont? Anybody? No Piedmont people? They have the best brand guide I have ever seen. They even have it down to the thread manufacturer that I order from. So they have everything that I would possibly need to create a consistent brand for them. And if you think about it, how many hospitals they have, how many different suppliers are producing that logo. So a brand guideline, a must. All right, now let's move on to the fun stuff, which is creative branding. Okay, I get really excited in creative land, but I'm going to give you a starting place. So who is thinking here more of a startup business? Let me see hands. I want to see who I'm talking to. Okay, perfect. So when you're starting up a business, guess what your marketing budget usually is? Zero. You don't have any money to spend on anything. And just ordering pens can be daunting. So that's actually where I want you to start, is what you've already have to use for your everyday business. Are you going to have pens that you're writing with? Yes. Are you going to have notepads that you're going to be making notes on as you get all of your awesome business calls going? Yes. So that's your first place to do your branding, because you have an office budget for supplies, so you can add just a little bit more to that, and then you're going to have a branded item that's functional that you're using every day, and then you can start utilizing that to just get some brand awareness. So that's, my goodness, ladies, we have to have a branded pen. It's just super easy. And then you can pass it out. Every time I sign a credit card receipt, I leave the pen, and it has my name on it, and it's fabulous and pink, but you don't have to go that route. But that's an obvious place to begin. So past that, just some different ideas for promo. If you are going into people's homes, if you are your customer, going into their homes, that type of thing, you're gonna wanna have some type of uniform. Just think about it. When you open the door to your plumber, what are you seeing? If they have their logo on their hat, they have their logo on their shirt, they have, the shoe covers, maybe that's branded. You're immediately, hey, this guy's good, he's legit, I'm gonna let him in and fix the disaster of the broken pipe that hopefully no one has experienced, but with the cold weather, maybe. But it's immediate. You are like a professional person. I'm good. So if you're in front of people and you have a brand and you're put together, that's going to give confidence. That's going to give a level of professionalism. And then you're a walking billboard. I can't tell you how many times I'm anywhere and someone points at me and they say, "You do embroidery?" "Yes, I do." And it's just right there. Well, no, today it's down here, the brand. And then, of course, I drive a ridiculous Jeep, so it's constant forced marketing for me. So again, uniforms. The other thing is customer appreciation. This is my favorite. I love every time we send an order out the door, there's something usually ridiculous in that box. And I'll get an email about whatever I've put in the box, and then there's like at the very bottom, "Oh, and the shirts look great." They care more about, like, I think the gold coins for Leprechaun Day, or, that we put in there, than they do about the items. That's the feedback I get. It's about the little extra things that we put in the box. So customer appreciation is a great thing. And then trade shows. Lots of trade shows out there. It depends on your industry. But my strategy, I'll tell you, now if you're at a trade show with me, please know that you're going against me when you select this. So I'm going to try to outdo you. But my strategy is always to do a really cool bag. And let me tell you why. If it's unique, not your basic ones, but if it's unique, people are going to start using that at the trade show. They're going to be walking around the trade show with it. And then they're going to have people go, "Hey, where did you get that bag?" "Oh, it's in that booth over there." And then they're going to transfer and go over there and get the bag. So bags are great just because of the visual part of it, where you see your brand walking all over the place. Another trick is golf tournaments. Donate the door bag so that all of the stuff is inside of it. And then when you look at all the golf carts, all you see is your brand. So I think bags are really a good way to get a lot of visual stuff there. Okay. Moving on, so getting into more of a strategic, creative land, and this is where I'm going to show you some of my fun things that I love. Get cheeky. This is my favorite part of branding. I love puns. I love being slightly ridiculous because it has a great impact, and again, it's just fun. So, like one we did in April was "It's raining brands, hallelujah," because that's amazing. So we did a fun little graphic and we gave out umbrellas. One of my favorite I did with Amy Whipple was at the event with Stronger Business, and we did bags of popcorn, which if you think about it, it's a consumable. It's not going to really get me a lot of repeat visuals, but we put a label on it that said, sometimes it's okay to be corny for your swag. So the slogan and the way we packaged that up is what made it stable. And I've had a few people mention the popcorn, which is crazy, but that one's a really fun. Aviator sunglasses. Your future is bright with GCE. Who knows of Rinse soap? I would think most people do. So I convinced Heather to make me Ginny soap, which is on brand. Smells like sherbet. It's amazing. Hand sanitizer. Again, this goes back to that everyday basic thing that you just have a brand on because you're going to use it. Another fun one. Let me find it. Or maybe I went over my fun ones. Yeah, okay, moving on. The next thing is 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm trying to talk as fast as I can, and I know you know that because I'm flying through it, but you'll just have to hang with me, ladies. All right, get seasonal. Any types of seasonal things, that's fun. So right now we're giving out mugs with hot chocolate and chocolate hearts in it for February because it's cold and we're sad and everyone needs chocolate and it makes things better. When we get into the summer, everyone's alive and having fun, and that's when we're doing cooling towels or cool sunglasses, beach balls, all kinds of themed things. And I love holidays. So Valentine's, again, I did a throwback where have the old suckers like that you had as a child. That's what's going out in orders in Valentine's. And then, of course, it has a graphic that says we love our customers. So following your seasons, that's a great way to just think what's next. And then I'm going to put the last two things together, get functional and get trendy. So if people are lining up overnight waiting to pick up something, maybe going to gel, as in Stanley Cups, that's a great thing to put your brand on. So following those trends, I can't tell you how many Stanley Cups we've been pricing lately because it's a smart thing to actually put your logo on. People are going to want it. And then get functional, industry specific. I'm going to use a quick example because obviously I have a very girly brand, but we do a lot of business with men, and a lot of them, believe it or not, are in the construction industry. I'm not giving them lime green and hot pink bags. It's just not going to work. I don't even use my actual logo when I brand for them. I will put Ginny, I'll do the website, GCE Incorporated, and give them a tape measure or give them something that they're actually going to use. So it's okay to be specific because then it's functional. And if it's functional, it has more stability. If you're giving people things that have no purpose, or don't make their life better, then it's going to end up in the trash, or it's going to be given to their kids. It's usually the two places it goes. So think about who your target audience is, what event it is, and think of a way to get creative about the type of product. Just so you know, my marketing budget, it's products. I don't spend anything else on anything other than maybe chamber stuff. They got me. The chamber has me, but I think there's return on it, so it's okay. But really, all I do is come up with creative ways to create different products, and then I flood the market with it. And that's my strategy. So what I want you guys to take just a second, I don't even know if we have time, but I'm going to go roll with it. But I want you to just think about 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes. Okay. 2 minutes to talk with each other at your table, maybe mention your business, what events you have coming up, and then give some ideas about different products you can brand with to build your brand. And as always, happy branding.